Here's some bike parts that you can cheap out on that don't really matter that much. Firstly, I'll just get this one out of the way, and that's the valve stem caps. You don't really need to run these on your bike in the first place. They're really only there to protect the valve stem, prevent the valve stem from getting contaminants inside of it. They can almost act like a secondary seal, but that tip is more so oriented to the straighter valves. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is you really don't need to spend any money on these. If you really need a set for your bike, I don't know, just like take it off your mom's car or something. The next thing is kind of arguable, and that's grips. A lot of people have a personal preference when it comes to these, but realistically, if you buy like even the cheapest set of grips out there, you'll still be able to hold the handlebars. Obviously, you may run into some things like slipping or just a lack of comfort overall, but if you think about it, in most cases, a cheap set of grips is not going to prevent you from just holding the handlebars in general. There's people out in the world right now straight up gripping just handlebars. It could be valid to even think of grips as a luxury, unless of course you have like hand issues or something and you need a specific set of grips. But since we're up at the handlebars, I'll mention the last part we'll go over today, and that's bar ends. I mean, yeah, pretty self-explanatory here. Just another part that you technically don't need, but on a functioning bike, they're definitely good to have. When buying some super cheap parts for your bike, you might even be able to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Buy a set of super cheap grips with built-in bar ends. But then with bar ends, you don't need to go out of your way to search for the most expensive thing. In concept, the bottom of the barrel ones are going to work just as well as the more expensive ones.